I'm Whitney, and I'm a senior at Otterbein, and this is my story. So I guess it all started my 8th grade year of school. I was home by myself, and I found an email on our home computer from my dad to another woman. And I never told anyone about it, not my parents, not my friends, and it was just something that I carried with me pretty much throughout high school, and just really saw how that impacted my relationships. So that was the beginning of my trust issues, and from there those have just continued to develop. Fast forward 4 years and I'm a senior in high school. I've just finished graduation and I had my graduation party, and 2 days later I come home from work and out of the blue my dad says to me, "I asked your mom for a divorce today." My parents got a divorce, and it really just felt like a rug had been pulled out from under me. So the next year and a half was just a lot of ups and downs, not knowing what was really the truth in terms of my parents' relationship. There was a lot of he said, she said going on back and forth, and I just really isolated myself from my family and my friends, not really letting anyone in. And the whole time I swore that everything was fine with me and God, and He was my rock and the one I was relying on. And in reality, I was really just becoming numb to the fact that how could God let something like this happen to my family? Everyone in our church looked up to our family. No one ever saw it coming. So why me, God? Like, why is this happening to me now? And I really just wrestled with that. Just the thought of, what purpose does this have in my life? So I thought that being in control would make me feel better and make me just feel safe and secure. But in reality, it just made things infinitely worse. I was moody and depressed, and anytime things didn't go according to plan, I couldn't cope. I was flipping out on people and just blowing up over the dumbest stuff. And I realized, that's not how I want to live my life. So I started going to counseling, and it was really helpful. And it was by no other plan but God that I ended up in Virginia Beach last summer for a summer project. So I spent my summer in Virginia Beach, and I went in with this agenda of just learning what it meant to give God control of my life. And within the first week, He pretty much yanked it out of my hand. And I was just faced with a lot of situations and circumstances that no one should really ever have to deal with. So I really learned what it meant to give God control, to just be faced with a situation where there was no other choice but to hand it over to God. And through that, I just, for the first time, felt what it was like to have the Holy Spirit in me and working through me, and it was the most liberating and exciting thing that I've ever experienced. So now that my agenda was taken care of, I had all summer to experience what God had in store for me. And throughout the 10 weeks I was in Virginia Beach, God really developed my heart to reach women on campus. I was really disappointed when I came back because I wasn't able to lead a small group this year. But instead I was really able to pour my heart and just my time into discipling just 3 wonderful women. And it was at the end of winter quarter that God really started to give me a vision and a heart for what we'd be doing with women's ministry on campus spring quarter. So women's ministry this quarter has been a really great opportunity for me just to learn how to lead and just love on women. And it's been really amazing just to see how God has built up friendships and just relationships and trust among the group of women that meet. And over the past year and a half, just God's done a lot of work in my heart and in the heart of people around me. So because I gave up control and just let God run my life, He's brought so many people back into my life, restored so many relationships. My life is so much better than I ever could have planned it. And, next year I will be interning with Campus Crusade, and God has just really given me a heart to minister to women all across Central Ohio on different campuses. And so I would just really challenge you, as cliche as it sounds, just to let go and let God, because He is capable of so much more than you could ever imagine or plan for yourself. I'm Whitney Hayes, and this is my testimony.